Hi everybody out there in YouTube land. I am doing a live feed, and it's funny because I just tried to start this live feed a minute ago and it didn't work. So we'll kind of get into the sometimes the technical challenges with live feeds in a little bit. But some of you had been wondering why you get a notification that there's a live feed up and then you go to watch it later and it's gone. Sometimes, rarely, that's intentional. More often than not, there's some sort of technical glitch that's happened. And as you're logging on, this is live, so I'll try and say hi back and forth. If you're watching this later, you'll probably be like, why is this guy talking to the TV screen? You can turn on the, I think you can turn on the messages later and watch what people are writing back and forth. But hi guys. So a few days ago, I put out a video. I was unveiling, we decided to do a live feed for the unveil of us buying a really crazy cool car. We bought a BMW Isetta. And yeah, so that happened. We did the live feed and it posted and it was up for like, I don't know, an hour. I'm gonna set this down here for a second so I can talk to you guys. The video was up for maybe like an hour or so, and then people were saying, oh, it's unavailable, I can't view it. First off, some of you were saying, am I blocked from viewing your content? No, that's not the case at all. The only time you would get blocked would be if somebody's, using abusive language or you guys aren't being family appropriate, and that doesn't happen that often. But if you're seeing you're going to click on a video, a live feed, and it says not viewable on your device, that means, and trust me, I've spent the last 2 days trying to figure this out with YouTube. Sometimes they have a processing error, and when I do a live feed, it starts to upload to YouTube. Now, if for some reason the data gets lost or damaged along the way, the video doesn't upload properly and it doesn't archive properly at their end, and you guys can't see it. So I wasn't blocking or anything like that. We're just trying to get that fixed right now. So that video, hopefully that live feed, they're trying to correct it, and they said 24 to 48 hours I should have that thing back up. So I said, well, dear YouTube, this kind of defeats the purpose of a live feed because you can't post right after the fact again. So anyway, that's the explainer in a nutshell. Some of the live feeds just basically they get damaged in the upload and then they don't work out, so I have to remove them. Some of you were asking about the what were you asking about? Oh, the Potter's House auction live feed video. That was like over 2 hours long because I covered almost the whole auction, or at least our portion of it. And I kind of prefaced at the beginning of that live feed that I'm not going to put this one up there because I don't want there to be 2 hours of me going, oh, let's go to lot number or whatever and see what that's going for. If I could have condensed it or filmed it live and put it down to a smaller video, it would have been more interesting. But yeah, no, the Potter's House auction video, we did it as live, and that was really to help facilitate answering questions to people that were bidding. And then we took that one down because it didn't make sense anymore. So if a live feed is basically in the moment and it doesn't make sense after the fact, we'll sometimes take those down because it doesn't make sense, But I'll make a bigger effort to try and do live feeds that can live in YouTube land for a long time. So that's it. That's the live feed portion of it. Sometimes videos get messed up and we try and fix them, like the BMW Isetta video. I'm trying to get that one fixed right now. Trust me, it's super frustrating for me. I'm like pulling my hair out, trying to make it work for you guys. And it's a cool car. I was actually working on it today, pulling the gas tank out and getting it ready. And I'll be doing little videos along the way as I start to restore that vehicle. So it's going to be a really interesting series. I think if you haven't started watching it, well, you probably can't right now because the video is not live. That's silly of me to say. But when it goes live, I'll do a special playlist just for the BMW Isetta. Yeah, and I'm trying to keep you guys informed. Melissa's asking, she said, thanks for keeping us informed. I'm trying to keep you guys informed because I had a lot of messages saying, am I blocked? Why can't I view these videos? What's happening? No, nothing like that. It's just a technical glitch. YouTube had trouble uploading or processing. So the last night we actually did that, we built the dollhouse with Abigail. If you didn't see that one, we basically just had fun with Abigail and Melissa. And I'll try and stay close to the comments too. I don't have Melissa on being my moderator right now, but we'll try and take care of any issues that pop up. Yeah, so we bought a BMW Isetta. The auction went pretty well. The pottery auction wasn't as crazy as the last one. That's fine. It still definitely helps out. We have an antique auction that's going to be coming up in July at the same auction house, Kastner Auctions, kauctions.ca, where we're taking in all sorts of stuff, random things from around the store, and putting it in putting it in. Oh, I see somebody won something from the auction. That's great. JPGR. That's awesome. So a few more fun videos to come. and hopefully very soon we'll have a special announcement. Now, we are looking at, because we're trying to move out of Provost and move out of the Potter's House, we will most likely be doing an auction of the Potter's House itself with some of the contents that are in the house. That video will probably come, that event is going to happen, I believe, in August, but there's going to be some interest and some intrigue around that as we look to sell that property and move into hopefully getting this general store, which I've been talking about to no end, and trying to make that work. But in the meantime, we are here at the shop, and I've got all kinds of cool stuff that I'm getting ready to ship out to people. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour here. I'm going to try and do this so slowly so I don't make everybody sick. Okay, let's see if I can flip that. All right. So in the last couple videos, sometimes you guys watch a video and occasionally people call in and buy things. So the little mini Z50, that is going to a lovely lady who's bought stuff from us before in the US. Same with the little mini Kale boat motor. This is, I've got the box and the wrapping. So if you're watching this, I'm going to be packing it up today. In fact, look, there's the box and bubble wrap that's going to be going to her house later. I just have to pack it all up. So on occasion, I highlight things, you know, like this all aluminum. This is a Spitfire. They make it in a Mustang too. I think it's 132 scale, if not a little bit bigger. It's a huge one. But people say, hey, that's really cool. I want to own something like that. Well, we do ship. So we've shipped things like that out before. There's the beer can MIG that we got in. Lots of stuff still hanging around the shop as much as I've been downsizing. There's our DC3. Same thing. It's aluminum. Or some might say it's aluminium. I don't know why I said it with like Stewie from Family Guy voice, but aluminium. Yeah, and here's our good friend Zoltar, who's hanging out with us this morning again. He's been surprisingly accurate the last week or so. Everybody that comes in, they've been like, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. So let's see, maybe I'll see if I've got a couple bucks to give myself a fortune on this guy today. We'll see what Zoltar has to say. Oh, is he locked up? It looks like he's got the lock on right now. I can't go in there and bypass the system. I actually have to pay like a normal person. We have him set up. Oh, there we go. This should do it. This is you staring at me trying to find money to put in Zoltar. So you put your little coin in here. Lop, and assuming he takes the coin. The most anticlimactic live feed ever. Look. Zoltar doesn't want my money. I guess the weights. Look at that. Look, he's determined not to make me spend my money. This is a $2 coin, by the way. He seems to work better with we call them two loonies, which is a $1 coin. Zoltar, why don't you take my cash? I guess I have no fortune for me today. Oh well. Zoltar says, your money is no good with me today. That's all right. I'll play around with Zoltar later on. Publicly failing at life. This is the fun of it. Let's see. I'm going to read some of your comments here right now. People give me all kinds of techniques on how to make Zoltar go. That's okay. I'll make him go later on. I've done other videos with him. You remember the other day I went and I got that little race car? There it is. It's in the shop now. The 3-horse John Deere hit and miss. The store still has lots of cool stuff, and I was redoing my upstairs, which I really don't take you guys upstairs very often. We have this location up for sale right now, because hopefully soon we'll be moving into a much more interesting location. So what I've been doing is going around and trying to find the things which I don't really need and moving them along. So let's see, we got the bay blankets. Those are basically like fur trade style Hudson Bay blankets. You've probably seen them. They call them point blankets. We've got some of Josh's art. So Josh, our good friend Ushitat, has done these two paintings of chiefs. We've got the Cree chair, which is here, which I think you guys might have seen before. Let's flip this around so you guys don't have to see the up face shot of me. They used to use these chairs as photographers' decorations, and they're made by the Cree people in the mid to late 1800s. So we've got one of those just hanging out at the shop. I'm trying to keep some of the unusual, strange things, because if I do end up getting a new shop, we're going to try and make it look really, really cool. I want to have stuff to match. Oh, here's that little... Here's the little Model T Speedster that I got. I had this one in once before, and then the guy bought it from me. took it back, did all kinds of customizing to make it super cool, including putting an actual working engine inside of it, and then sold it back to me. But I like that this seat wasn't originally upholstered. It was sprung, but it wasn't upholstered, and he took this into an upholstery shop with old leather that looked nice and aged and cracked, and took it in and got it upholstered. Those are nice little details. Somebody's asking about the Dragon. Oh, this is a goat cart. Not as much fun as a go-kart, but it's a goat cart on the floor here. Little record player. That came out of Mary's house, actually. That little record player. This is probably her daughter Karn's at one point. Mind you, Karn was in here the other day. She didn't seem to say anything about it. Accordions. Yeah, this crazy hand-carved wooden dragon. Don't ask me why. I like oddball sort of stuff. It's always more fun. Anatomical displays, wooden ships, roll-top desks. A myriad of magazines. These are all old either. These are the ones that came out of that World War II trunk. Remember, I found that one? Those are all brochures that came out of that trunk, so we've been selling them bit by bit. Old baseball magazines, Western, lots of car magazines, and hot rod. And these are old ones, too. These are early custom magazines. We do these about $5 a piece. Canadian, so it's at like $3.50. There's the bat boat. The big giant bat boat. Look at the size of this thing. It's huge. It's one quarter scale. That's probably one of the neater things I've had come in. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. I see some of you were asking, how did the Potter's House auction go, the last one that we did? We haven't done the final tally on it yet. We've not done the final tally on the pottery. I'm going to see, because basically everybody's paying right now. I expect it's somewhere in the $30,000 to $40,000 kind of range is about what it went for. And we're hoping to use that towards a down payment on a new store. So fingers crossed that everything goes well. I'll even cross my arms if I could. I'll cross my legs. Everything's crossed. I can't cross my toes. I guess manually I could move my toes and overlap them one at a time, but that might take a little bit of time. Plus it'd be gross on YouTube. So I'll take a couple minutes here just to answer a few questions from you guys. Thank you very much, Chris. So I'm going to read comments now for the next couple minutes, and then we'll log off and I'll get back to work. Melissa, I see you're on there right now. Yeah, so we are going to have some pretty neat stuff going on around our channel here very soon. Somebody said that my dog reminds me of Lassie. Yeah, I do have a big giant Lassie dog over there. It's neat. Let's see. Any dolls in stock? Not really too much, no. Come pick Japan with me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to go to Japan. I've always wanted to walk around inside a virtual Pokemon episode. That'd be cool. Did you get a toilet for the dollhouse yet? No, not yet. I did order the correct lights though, because we did have the lights for Abigail's dollhouse. If you guys remembered, I got the Lundby dollhouses the other day with Melissa. We gave one to Abigail last night. And we went to try and make the lights work, but they were all missing the plugs off the end. So I went online, and Lundby still makes the lighting sets for it. So I'm going to get that all working. It's on its way to me right now. All right. And, oh, somebody says I have 2 streams running. I think I ended the other one, hopefully anyway. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring stream of blankness. Anyone else knows Melissa remembers Jessica? Oh, I'll have to look that up. Any haunted items? Somebody once sold me a book that they said was haunted, which I didn't believe, but they sold it to me in a manner that made me think that they thought something was creepy with it. I did a little episode on it. I think I called it The Saga of the Haunted Book. It's an older episode, probably from last year or the year before, but if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see it. Basically, it was this book. I think it was on marriage or counseling or whatever. It was in with some other books. I paid like, I don't know, a few bucks for it. So it's not like she's like, it's haunted and I want $1,000. It was like, yeah, you can have that for $3. And then as she's leaving, she's like, by the way, that book is haunted. Now, what makes a book haunted? I don't know. Maybe it fell off the shelf or something, in which case you'd think her house was haunted, not the book. Whatever it was. She thought it was creepy. And the book is around here somewhere. I kept it around here somewhere. Maybe, yeah, nothing weird has happened so far. Let's see. Did I sell the vintage clothes to the Potter House? Actually, I sold clothes from the Potter's House for a while. And then what I did is I donated all the rest to charity after I washed them. So I took them all into laundry. You might have seen that episode. And that's all gone and off and on its way. Oh, there's somebody's asking about the Titanic that's behind me there. And I've got a sinking feeling I should answer it. So I'm going to flip this around. Sweden says hi. The whole country of Sweden says hi. Well, hello back at you, Sweden. Let's come over here. So there is a replica wooden Titanic model. Those sell for about $900 Canadian. If you're in the US, I can actually direct ship one of those. if need be, but they sell for $8.99 Canadian. It is all solid wood with all the real rigging and everything. And for an added fee, I can break it in half for you and make it more realistic. That is also one of the hats that I got recently, and that was owned by one of the survivors or given at a survivor's dinner. Very neat thing. And up top, if you can see that, hard to see, that's a 1912 back glass painted picture of the Titanic sinking. And that is, I'm trying to hold it up so you guys can see. It's a little bit reflective there. But that painting that's up top, I guess around in 1912 when the Titanic sank, a lot of people were very moved by the event, and so they did paintings and sold them. So that would have been made and hung on someone's wall at the time that the Titanic went down. Really cool piece, and it's actually from the time of the event. It's Canadian painted. It's a neat item. And not many people know, I think, that the Titanic is on the East Coast, just I believe it's still in Canadian waters. It's right off of like Halifax. They were on their way to Halifax. They almost made it. They got so darn close. Somebody's saying they have the Lundby dollhouse that Abigail kept. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's called the Dallas, I guess. And I'm gonna answer some questions for you guys. Hello in South Africa. Where do I want the new store to be? The new store, essentially, I want the new store to be. Ideally, it would be nice to have a bigger store. Some of the spaces that I found are the same size or smaller. But the important thing for me is that it's an actual historic building. I love history. That's why I got into this business. I'm not in this just to make money or buy and sell antiques. I love finding historic items. I love preserving history. Oh, What the Hales is on. Hey, our subscribers and viewers always say that the storage units we buy are haunted. They see orbs in every video. Yeah, that's because What the Hales, that's because most of the places that people like you or myself go to are generally really dusty. You open a door and there's like dust all over the place, and people say, oh, there's orbs and stuff. Now, I did do one video when I went to see George's place. It was called Scrapyard Mansion, if you remember that place. And if you saw that video, that place wasn't overly dusty inside, and there was kind of like a little light bulb that actually moved around in a weird manner. But yeah, so it is an unusual thing. But yeah, so What the Hell is, dust, in my opinion. And when I did the first Potter's House video where it was all, my breath was fogging up and stuff because it was -40 in the house, people thought that the fog was ghosts and stuff too. I'm not here to debate whether ghosts exist or not, but I'm just saying that more often than not, I think what we're seeing is dust. Let's see. I'm just going to answer some other questions there. So nice to see some other folks on too that I don't think I've ever had. I don't know if I've had you guys What the Hales on our vlog before. It was nice to have you guys with us. I do get teddy bears in every once in a while. Don't have a lot in right now. Unsold items from the auction will come back to the store, and then we'll be putting those up for sale hopefully when we get to a new location. So with any luck, we are, somebody's asking from the Barbie Doll Club in Red Feather, saying, where am I located? I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. That's where I'm at right now. I'm a Canadian. I probably don't say A as much as you guys expect I should. I can add those in. Hey, how's it going, you hoser? There, now you know I'm in Canada. The Titanic painting is $900 for those of you asking. The Potter's House is not sold. We're going to be looking at auctioning that off in a special online event here in August, either July or August, so stay tuned for that. And more news to come. So we've got a lot of interest, a lot of cool things going on right away here. And, somebody keeps asking, anything Volkswagen advertising-wise? No, not right now. You missed out, Mr. Volkswagen, who's asking me that question. I had a beautiful Volkswagen authentic 1960s dealership neon sign here, but that sold quickly, and that sold some time ago. I'm going to get the doors open at the shop. I see somebody is rattling my doors looking to get in, so I'm going to wave at them and let them know I'm here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye for now, guys. Oh, if you have any questions, too, you can email me at curiosityedmonton@gmail.com. Email me. That's probably the best way to get a response back from us. So see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye for now.